Capricorn, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late February 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Cappies. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What do we got for the beautiful Capricorns in late February? As we enter the early part of Pisces season, what energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for the Cappies. Please and thank you. Let's get this energy out. What's the vibe? There we go. Nice and quick. Okay. I often see this energy connected to water signs. So I'm not sure if you have a very prominent water sign or, I mean, this could just be an energy you're moving into, and I really feel like it's normally great. Now, there are drawbacks, just like with every card, but it's very creative and expressive, so this can be really nice for a lot of you, like getting the imagination going. And before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the February subscriber surprise towards then, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more in depth about this card. So you could see there's a whole variety of different images shown here. We have this art model, there's a sculpture, there's a painting, there's all sorts of little things happening here, and these are all creative pursuits. Now, the positive aspect of this is your mind, your imagination could be working in a very positive way. Any creative endeavor, I mean, even if you're going through like issues and problems or you feel stagnant, this is a really good card because it gets creative about things. So for a lot of Cappies in this time, you might have extra oomph of thinking outside the box, right? So whether you're expressing yourself, now the drawback to this watery type of energy, if this isn't representing the water sign you're connected to, sometimes it could be a little too daydreamy. I know Capricorns are generally very pragmatic individuals, but everyone goes through these little spells. So in this time, watch out that you're not in la la land a little too much, a little fantasizing, just in the mind quite a bit, because that's a big thing I always pick up with this card. But I do feel like this energy can be channeled for very, very good purposes. So we're just going to put it down for now. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card here, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for the beautiful Cappies. What is happening? And yeah, while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. Now, it does seem for like the past month solid. There's been a ton of karmic energy, like every single reading. Like we're getting Towers, we're getting the Wheel of Fortune, we're getting Lady Justice, all these karmic archetypes. And last week's reading particularly, the reading was titled Karma Gets Served. So hopefully that's a good thing for some of you. If you put a lot of good things out there, good energy out there, you might get a reward of some sort. But it could also be somebody, if they've been not too nice of an individual, that karmic energy could swing back around. That's the big vibe I was picking up, like the universe is taking notes. But we're going to see what shows up for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards here for the Cappies. In late February, what is happening? Thank you. Okay. Ooh, Page of Cups. I like that. So yeah, there's that watery type of energy we were already seeing. So I love the Page of Cups in position number 1. Very imaginative, expressive. There could be a lot of communication when this card shows up. Let's get a couple more. I don't want to get too all right. So we do have the 9 of Swords. That is a tense type of energy. So, I mean, there could be someone that really needs to get something off their chest here when I see this type of energy. Page of Cups, 9 of Swords. It's like, all right, there's something, I got to say it. Or there's something I need to get off my chest. Let's get, there we go. We have the Emperor. So totally vast different energies on the extreme ends. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, this Emperor, but it's just in control, right? It's like in command. So we're going to have to see how this all plays out. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. But at first look, first glance, I do like the fact that we have a lot of different elements happening, because it tells me it's not too heavy leaning towards one way or another. We have water, we have air, we have fire. Now, these do mix together in a lot of different ways, so the clarifiers are going to be super important. But there's a lot of internal energy with the cups, with the swords, so it's like the heart, the mind, the emotions, the logic. And then the Emperor here on the back end could be a whole host of different things aside from it being very fiery. So it's going to be very intriguing to see how all this plays together, because we have a very young energy, a very mature energy, an energy that could be a little bashful, an energy that could be a little too control based. So let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. Position number one, we are starting with the Page of Cups. I like that. I liked it when it first popped out, and it does feed into that watery type of energy I saw initially. Now, all pages, if this isn't representing a person, a young individual, children, pages are students and they're communicators. So this could be someone that's on a journey, trying to learn things, trying to absorb information. But the Page of Cups in particular is more about getting something off their chest, especially next to a card like the Nine of Swords. So this could be a talk or conversation of some sort, especially with the Page of Cups. There's a lot of potential with pages. That's the one thing I will say. There are drawbacks, and we'll get into that in a moment. But when we see pages, it's like, all right, there's big potential or a lot of possibilities with this card. Now, where's the challenge with the Page of Cups? Could be someone that's a little shy, a little bashful, especially in a same spread with a card like the Emperor. So watch out for suppressing things, not saying things, pushing things down. That could be very possible in this time that somebody's doing it. They're just like suppressing something. That's a big challenge with this card. The Page of Cups, similar to that first card, could be a little too much in the head or a little too much in the feelings. It's a heavy type of energy and a challenge. So we're going to have to see. And I always say when it comes to pages and aces, yes, they could be communication, but in the challenge, it's not a guarantee. So it's something where it's like, oh no, it's looking good, but it's not guaranteed as of yet. Now, moving to the center, we have the Nine of Swords. This is a very wound tight type of energy. And I always say you don't have to be an expert in tarot to understand what this card means. We see this individual, they're laying up in bed, they got the face in the hands, they're stressing something out, right? Now, that doesn't mean you're having a really rough time. For some of you, it could be Spirit telling you to focus on your rest, focus on your sleep, make sure you're recharging the battery. For a portion of you, maybe you're just having some funky dreams, right? There could be a lot of stuff happening in the night, and I do link this card to paranormal experience as well, so you could just have heightened intuition in this time, especially next to the Page of Cups. But the big thing with this card, it's stress, it's nervous, it's anxious. So whether that's something you're dealing with, whether it's somebody else, where they're just like running something in their head over and over and over, this is a huge card of overthinking. And that's been like a little underlying theme we've been picking up. Yeah, there's good energetic potential, but I'm seeing something on someone's mind a little too much. So we're going to want to see what this is about for sure. So we'll get him tucked back here in the middle. It could turn out well. We just really have to see, especially depending on what kind of communication we're picking up. Now, as we get to the back end, we have the King of Kings himself, the Emperor. Now, for a portion of you, might be connected to an Aries. Some people also link this to Taurus, so Aries, Taurus, somewhere in that little cusp. It's the divine masculine counterpart to the Emperor. So this card does get a bit of a bad rep, but I feel like it's pretty positive to me. It represents control. This is the King of Kings. It's a shot caller. It's a go-getter. Now, for a portion of you, this could represent authority figures, whether you're in a position of authority to call the shots, whether you have dealings with somebody that's trying to take control of something or be an authority figure. That's a big thing with this card. Now, I always say, in the positive sense, it does tell us that there's something that if you grab the handles and steer it properly, you can control it and get the best outcome. When we come to the challenge of the Emperor, it could be someone that's trying to control things that they can't, right? Whether it's someone's actions, someone's feelings. So just in this time, it's very important to stay cognizant of the things that you can control and the things that you can't. This could also be a little bit overbearing as well, like someone trying to just like breathing down your neck. So we're going to want to take a very close look at this Emperor. I feel like it could be okay for a lot of you, and it could be a maturation process. That's another thing with all the karmic energy we've been seeing. We go from Page, period of stress, to the Emperor. There could be a change or a maturation in something where it goes to the next level. So I want to dive deeper on all the Cappy. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, pardon me. Let's shuffle it up one time here for the Cappies. Let's see what's going on for my friends. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on Mr. Page. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Cappy, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Page of Cups, what's happening? What is going on with this page? Thank you. I mean, this does feel like it could be a talk of importance for sure. The Lovers, that's a card of partnerships. So for some of you, yeah, maybe partnerships are on the mind. Big Gemini energy. And Lovers doesn't always have to represent relationships. But when I see the Page of Cups and the Lovers, it's like, no, there's something you should probably tell this person, or there's something they need to tell you. That's like the big energy that's like really like flooding over me right now. This is a really good positive alignment. Like if we were just take it at um, the classical look and the classical meanings, I feel like it could be really nice. Now, but a big thing, it could be healing. So again, like this page needing to get something off its chest, needing to say something, needing to speak something. So it makes sense to me that this could be an important or a serious talk to someone, even if it's not to you, because it's like, no, I need to share this. That's like the big energy I'm picking up. And now for a lot of you, very important, again, not to really suppress things in this time, because that's when the energy could take a turn. That's a big vibe we're picking up here. But I feel like this is great, aside from just someone needing to say it. I have to say it. I have to get it off my chest. That's the big energy I'm picking up here. Now, for another portion of you, this could be communication in general, whether this is a new person, whether this is someone you haven't heard from in a while. This could most definitely be a talk with someone where there's a soul tie. So that could look good. I mean, it is partnership based for the most part, but I like it. Let's keep moving. I feel like it's very simple. It's not the be all end all, but let's move up to the Nine of Swords. In this time, for a lot of Cappies, it might be easier to express things that you're feeling, or it could even be other people where they might feel more comfortable approaching you. So it would be much easier for this energy to flow, if that makes sense. You know how sometimes it's harder to talk, sometimes it's easy. And this feels like an easy, although important. Let's go in on the 9. Why is the 9 of Swords here? Thank you. What is going on, though? I mean, we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse underneath this. This is someone that is most definitely off kilter. So why are they so stressed or nervous about it, though? I mean, this could be something totally different. And it could be something that really ties in. But when I see the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, it's that thing I've been warning about. Like where it's like, yeah, the energy's good if you just get it out there, get it out in the air, don't let it fester. The 6 of Pentacles in reverse is not open. It's not giving. It's very imbalanced. So when I see it under the 9 of Swords, it's like, I know I should, but maybe I shouldn't. So for some Capricorns, watch out for second guessing in this time, whether it's with work, whether it is with relationships. There could be a potential to second guess yourself. Now, I know Capricorns are generally very confident, go-getter types of individuals, but it's only natural sometimes. But I would say, aside from the second guessing, when I see the 9 of Swords with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, this is someone that is extremely wound tight. They're not having an easy time here. Okay. This is also a card of help. So if you feel like you're doing something like a little, you're doing it on your own and you're not getting the assistance or the backup that you should have, that could be another thing, like feeling like you're unsupported. Like I need more backup. I need someone to be on my side. That's a big vibe I'm picking up here in the center. So again, whether you or somebody else. Now, again, is this the be all end all? I wouldn't say so, but it's an energy that is showing up. And it's the second guessing, like, should I say it? Should I not? There could be someone that really wants to have this talk that we see in the front, but they're second guessing it and overthinking it. It's just really, really wound tight. So let's go in on the Emperor. We'll see if this energy gets its act together. Then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadows. Interesting how the energy's showing this week. Different than last week, that's for sure. Different from the past month. But let's go in on Mr. Emperor. This controlled base type of energy. Why is it here? What is happening for the Emperor, please? Thank you. All right, cool. Yeah, slow it down. Slow it down. No rush. And I feel like there should be something you should deliberately, and listen, I know Capricorn's not the type to rush things if necessary, but I feel like this is an energy where it says, don't rush it, don't pressure it. You need to let something unfold how it needs to. That's a big energy, pardon me, that I'm picking up here. And also, keep having this little frog in my throat, so watch out for issues with the throat, especially with the communication we're seeing in the beginning and all these other themes. Now, the Chariot is usually a card that's on the go. It's on the move. It links to the Cancer collective as well. So if you're connected to Cancer, this could be them showing up. But when it shows up in reverse, it's either something that's stopping, slowing down, or just you need to pace yourself, because in the upright, this card could be in a rush. It could be go, 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 go. We got to do it now, 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 now. So watch out for issues with people that are trying to pressure you or trying to rush you. And I would say in this time for various situations, very important not to force it. Okay, whatever it may be that you're dealing with, or even if these are things that haven't popped up yet, that happen in a few days, it's important to just not rush it. Don't pressure it. I don't know why that's here, but that would bring the best outcome. That's the biggest vibe, where it's like, no, this just needs to run its course, where it needs to go naturally. That's like the big vibe, because I would say you'll probably get a worse result for various things if you try to pressure it, if you try to rush it. That doesn't feel like the move right now. It's like, no, just let it unfold, keep an eye on it. Let's go through and do a quick recap, because we have a lot of interesting stuff popping up for you this week. So just take it however it hits for you. But before the shadow card, if we look here in the box, position number 1, we have the beautiful Page of Cups with the Lovers in the upright. Beautiful energy. I feel like that's really fantastic. For a portion of you, this could be a very important individual being highlighted in this time, whether it's new or old or someone you haven't talked to in a while. When I see this, it's like, yeah, no, let's talk about it. There's someone that feels like they need to get something off their chest. So this could be a talk of importance, maybe even a serious one, but it doesn't feel bad to me. I feel like if you discuss it, if you bring it up, don't suppress it, say it. That's a big thing here. Okay, so listen, I know Capricorns aren't the type to bite their tongue, so there is a good energy connected there. I like it. Moving to the center, we have the 9 of Swords with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Opposite, totally wound tight and stressed and anxious, nervous, all that stuff with what we have here in the middle. I did say for some Cappies, you might feel like you're not getting the proper support from people around you, or in general, where you might feel like you're just doing something on your own, and it's like really, really tough to handle. But the energy will pass. That's the one thing I can pick up here. But it is challenging. Someone's really stressing something, and if they keep suppressing, this energy is going to build. Moving to the back end, we do have the Emperor with the Chariot in reverse. Sometimes the best course of action is no action. Sometimes the best course of action is to just keep an eye on something and let it unfold. I feel like for various situations, staying in routine and just letting something run its course could be very positive for a lot of you. Like, the best way to get a proper outcome is to not pressure, not push too much. So that's just a big vibe. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows for you. So let's get a good shuffle here for the Cappies. Very intriguing reading for you this week. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end, just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be good too. So let's get you one. And if you made it to this point in the readings, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel. I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this shadow card out. What do we got for the Cappies? Almost. The card jumped out of my hand and jumped back in. It didn't want to come out. It thought twice. Okay, so even in the shadows, we do have this card that links to communication showing up. We do have the 8 of Wands, and it really fits multiple parts of the message that we have here, because this is one of the biggest cards of communication, like we have here in the front, and it's also a card of action. Go, 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 and that's the shadow side of this card. Remember this message here about trying to be patient or let something unfold how it needs to. This card can have a lot of pressure. So I feel like it links to both areas of the spread here. Now, in the positive sense, this could link to this talk here in the beginning. It could be very good for a lot of you, and it could help you emotionally. But on the back end with the Emperor and the Chariot in reverse, now this showing up in the shadows, I'm going to double, triple, and quadruple say it. It is very important to not pressure certain things and to just let them unfold. Do not force it, especially in this time. Like, brute force is not going to work. So yeah, Cappy, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The February subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can check out the availability and my digital calendar on my website, mastermetaphysics.com, so we could get a little forecast for the next few weeks for you. But for the February subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies of one of my favorite decks, the Tarot of the Owls. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, if you could snap your fingers right now and wish for something, what would it be? It could be anything except more wishes. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll talk to you soon.